right, guys, we're going to go over some more things you can practice at home with your hand pad. And this one will be your front snap kick, all right? This is our back leg front snap kick. We use this a lot. This is in our Tiger Club and our Phase 1 curriculum. Guarding stance. All right, so again, make sure we're in a strong stance. Feet should be a little wider than shoulder width. Yeah, you don't want them to be too close together. Knees bent a little bit, ready to move, okay? So our front snap kick is not a push kick, okay? So for this, I'm just going to hold it straight out like this at a little bit, almost not straight, but not quite at a 45, so right around here is good, okay? So he's going to poke this front snap kick right up the middle using the ball of his foot, right under the toes. Your foot should look like just like if you're standing on your tippy toes. So toes pulled back, but foot pointed, and hands are up nice and high. So he throws his front snap, and he comes right back down. Notice he's not relying on the pad at all for balance. So he'd be able to kick the pad and put his foot right back down again. It's not a big push, it's just a snap, guys. This is a stabbing kick. And you want to be able to reset right away back into your stance. Notice how Sabumnim Ho is not taking any steps whatsoever. His kick goes from the ground to the target and directly back down again, ready for whatever comes next. All right? And this is a rear leg or a back leg front snap kick. So switch sides, sir. Sure. Same thing on this side. That's your back leg front snap. Switch sides again. Sure. This can also be done from your front leg. So he can just lift his front leg and poke it up. Sorry, my fault. Sure. Good, and reset. Notice how he turns his shoulders towards me when he throws the kick. You don't want to turn your body, otherwise it'll end up being more like a side kick. So front snap, front leg. All right. So if you were doing more of a push kick, you could hold this pad more on your body so it doesn't move anywhere, and he can do more of a push kick. A push kick is when your hips extend. So this is slightly different. If you guys want to practice this, you can. But as far as our curriculum goes, a snap kick is where we want to do for now. Poke it up and put it right back down. Right back down. Beautiful. And that's a great way to practice your front snap kick with your hand pad at home. Of course, if you have a punching bag, you can apply the same thing there, or just one of the bigger shields. You can also do the same thing with that. Have fun practicing that front snap kick. All right, guys, we're going to be working on our side kicks right now with the hand pad. Okay, so if you have a shield at home, that's ideal. Punching bag is good too. For the hand pad, we can also make that work. So, go into your guarding stance, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so Mr. Ho is standing in a nice guarding stance, sideways stance, feet more than shoulder width apart, back hand nice and high, front hand right below his eye level, nice and a sideways stance, yeah? Switch sides, sir. Yes, sir. Encourage your student to switch quickly like that. So we got to be up on their toes, ready to explode in their stance. Switch. Fast switch, right? So we're going to do a front leg side kick right now, okay? So for this pad, I can put my hand behind it. I can even turn my hand backwards so that my palm just goes on my side. Put my other hand there just for a little bit more sturdiness. Or if you guys want, you can go ahead and just stack this pad right here on your belly, okay? So Mr. Ho is going to lift up this front leg. Sure. And as he does it, he turns his hip to the side. You see that? So that turn on your hip is important. So just go ahead and do the side kick, sir, nice and soft. Right there. Let me catch your leg a little bit, sir. So his foot is horizontal right now. It's actually okay if his toes are down and his heel is up. But notice his body positioning, how he's kicking kind of behind him. And look at his bottom foot. His heel is pointed towards me. So this is your side kick positioning. The moment your foot starts to point up like a front snap kick, this means your hip is not turned. You want to make sure your hip is turned on this side kick. Reset. So as he lifts his leg up, his body's already turning, so that kick is coming out the side. Okay, so he lifts and fires. Just like that. And we can practice on both sides, so switch sides, please. That front leg lifts and fires. Good, that's right. One more time. Good. It's not so much about trying to kick hard, especially for a more beginner student. What's more important than that is the range that you're at the kick. Not too close, not too far. Your leg should be about 90 to 95% extended when it lands. And also, it's about your accuracy. So it doesn't matter how hard you kick if your accuracy is not on point. So using a smaller target like this, I encourage you to really work on the range finding and the accuracy of the kick. Now, a little tip that'll help your younger student with this is a little slide in, okay? So all Mr. Ho is going to do is going to take his back foot and come up a little bit, and that'll also help his hips to start to turn. So as he steps, he's kind of facing his back towards me. Now he can bring that leg up and kick. And a lot of times for students, it's easier to practice this kick this way, sliding in. So his back leg slides up and side kick. So you can go ahead and make it fluid now, sir. Go ahead. Sliding inside kick. Once more. Good. And again, he's not putting any power. He's just touching. Switch sides. Sliding inside kick. And right back down. One more time. All right, so that's a good way to practice your sliding inside kick. If you guys have a bigger pad, like a shield or a punching bag, feel free to lay into it with a little bit more power. But even in that case, what's more important than that is practicing your accuracy and your range before you add in your power. And of course, that technique, making sure your foot is sideways and not pointing upward. All right, guys, have fun practicing that side kick. See you in a couple of weeks. All right, guys, here's the way we can practice our roundhouse kicks at home using our hand pad. This can also be done with a shield and, of course, a punching bag. But I know a lot of you guys have hand pads, so we're going to give this a practice. This is part of our Phase 1 and our Tiger Cub curriculum, guarding stance. So this will be our back leg roundhouse to start. So we'll make sure we're set up in a good guarding stance, feet further than shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, one leg in front of the other leg. All right, we want to make sure we start in a good stance. So as back leg, on a roundhouse kick, we have a line of attack here. So I want to make sure I'm not holding it past this line of attack or way forward. We're actually completely lined up right here. So this is where I want the pad to be, okay? So if I hold it too far back, he's going to have to over-rotate to hit it. So we're going to hold it right here, right in line with his belly button. So the pad can be straight up if you have more of an advanced student. The further down it goes, the easier it'll be to land this kick. So if I'm straight up like this, Mr. Ho will have to really turn his hips and land on the target, which is fine. But if we have more of a beginner that have a hard time turning their hips and kicking with the top of their foot, you can angle it down a little bit, and they can come right up the middle. We do want to get to the point, though, where they can fully turn. So notice Mr. Ho's front foot. He's going to get up on the ball of his foot when he kicks, and he's going to pivot all the way around and reset, okay? Notice his hips turning as well. His hips make a big turn, full 180, and then he puts his foot right back down. For some of you, you're going to land in the front, and that's perfectly fine for now. So if he kicks and puts his foot down and then has to reset, that's totally fine. So that's your back leg roundhouse kick. This can also be done from the front leg. So front leg roundhouse kick, we're holding the opposite side. Sure. And again, you can adjust the height. It can be waist height, shoulder height. We can even go above the head for more of an advanced look. All right? Just for a regular front leg roundhouse kick, he's just going to bring that knee up, turn, and kick right from there. So go ahead and go full speed, sir. Front leg roundhouse, and he puts it right back down. Now notice on this front leg roundhouse, he's not performing any footwork. He's not sliding or stepping. He's just shifting his weight onto his back leg, lifting and firing. All right, we can also practice it in a way where we slide forward, where we incorporate some footwork. So I back up a little bit. Mr. O's going to do a slide in kick. And then he can slide back again. So all he's doing is he's going to kick, his back leg comes up, kicks his front leg up, and he throws his roundhouse from there. So again, and right back down. All right? Of course, we could also incorporate other parts of footwork, maybe like a stepping. So for Tiger Cubs in Phase 1, you got to learn how to do your stepping forward, sir. Sure. Stepping forward again. Sure. Also stepping backwards. Stepping backwards. So if you want to do a stepping in roundhouse, it's pretty simple. You just walk forward with your back leg and roundhouse. Good, and you can reset. Again, he walks forward and roundhouse. Maybe we want to practice doing a step back roundhouse. Go ahead and switch legs for me, sir. So as I come in, Mr. O steps back. He frees there. Roundhouse. All right, so the step back is to create a little bit of space. Maybe I'm going for a kick. He moves. Boom. And he throws his own roundhouse kick there. Can you have the hand pads here? All right, some of you guys have 2 hand pads at home. So in this case, you can combo it up a little bit. All right, so guarding stance. So we can go front leg roundhouse, back leg roundhouse. Good, we can reset, we can slide back. Maybe we go slide in front leg, land on the front, switch feet, slide back, slide in front leg. And you can make a little exercise out of it if you have 2 hand pads at home. All right, guys, so have fun practicing those roundhouse kicks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.